I do a good job. Pull up the pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got that one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket. Don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got heroes. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with your left. Touchdown, touchdown. A floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now?
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Black 80!
This is Mostert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Here's Mostert.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on 1st down, Dalton. Quan Alexander, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes Pettis on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to stuff.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quan Alexander, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. To Dalton now. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On the return is Pettis. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Mostert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting faster.
And this will be a touchback as that sails. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might... And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Dalton, 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. throwing. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton on the draw to Mixon, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. I love watching Goodwin play. And of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yeah.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton under pressure. he goes again. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And I love it. And he's going to go down again. Quan Alexander, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This will be fielded at the 17. Escapes the defender, pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
Pushes by another. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Niners are going offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's going to walk one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. 36 yards on the play. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And hit. Down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. as the 49ers get there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the week. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sat and sat are on their play sheet.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and 5. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on. And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes he takes it
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Dalton. Catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. A Good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Dalton now to pass. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of sweep kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll be
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead as we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. To try again after the sack. Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quan Alexander with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Congratulations. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quan Alexander in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. And he's going to take it in. Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 48 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting a sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue.
Again, and down he goes again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades are being handed out thus far.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, it's really easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Still fighting for more.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they will finally get to it down at the Bengals' 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as the other football. Great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Coming in, he's taken down. Quan Alexander. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mixon with the 1st down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Third down from the gun. Dalton hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
We've been around this league for a while, and any coach has never pulled a starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't do it in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. And now, in certain situations, and they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzling me a little bit.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
To my eyes, Steve Mills is getting stronger as this game moves along.
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And he will get on their way to a 2-0 start.
It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Dalton. And this is
What? What?
Oh, see, you can't even ask you.
What? What's the question?
No, you can't even ask you anything without you getting all pissed off and
incompletion.
Oh wow, you have to cut?
Little panties in a row. Little panties in a row.
You mind?
Much in a game like this, he's showing incredible leadership. Not taking himself out.
Do you mind? I'm trying to play my game. Hi, I'm trying to play my game peaceful.
This is what you call yardage. And you throw the ball.
I don't know what your question was.
Make a big play. Create a play. Run after catch.
I didn't do nothing.
Really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49 football here as we get your reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they got it here. First and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more conservative running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep playing it around.
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added to their totals. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cut the tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're just obviously getting shellacked here on this one, Charles. What's the message? Down it goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equal. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Quan Alexander in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round Jimmy Ward.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. There's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And it's second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. There's a chance of wasting his great starting field position. A real threat. This is third and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Well, a throw is on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise of throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough this is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one up.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Goal with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line. Leaves his own for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Let's just frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
Now he's hit. Dalton lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard and return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there was one time when I played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 and winning the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Could also result in a melee later, though. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the catch goes. Typer. And they may want to go back to that first play of the drive. Good 15 and a first down. Now San Francisco are going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. Defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, I'm going to let you spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the 49ers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.